Welcome to the 200th posting of Whiskey, Games, and Nerd Stuff. Had I planned ahead, I would have grabbed a nice, expensive bottle of whiskey, a cool, amazing game to talk about, and something that would be considered a no way unique, really cool nerd stuff to talk about. To be honest, this 200th video posting kind of snuck up on me. We'll have to plan something really cool like that when we hit 5,000 subs. In the meantime, let's go ahead and take a pour of this. I happen to have a raspberry whiskey sour from Sugar House Distillery that we'll go ahead and try. Let's go ahead and pour it real quick. All right, let's go ahead and take a sip. Oh, not bad. That's not bad. I wouldn't necessarily drink this all the time, but you know what? For a nice little refreshing drink, while we have a conversation, I kind of like that. I'll have to remember that. So I would love to see your comments in the comment section on what whiskey, games, and nerd stuff segments that you like the best, which ones are your least favorite, which ones you'd like to see some more of, and would love to hear some suggestions of things that we could do in the future. For those that have watched any of the earlier videos, you know that when I've spoken about this a few times, that one day I just decided to go ahead and do this YouTube channel. I was actually recovering from a surgery. I wasn't very mobile. I was actually out of town away from the family. I was kind of bored alone, all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I know. World's smallest violin, right? Let's go ahead and take another drink. And I decided, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do a YouTube and talk about something. And I sat and thought, what did I like? I like whiskey, I like games, and I like nerd stuff. So I went ahead and I had a $20 web camera, took that $20 web camera, put it up, used the microphone that was on the computer, just started talking, listened to the video one time, posted it, and now we're here. This is going to be 200 videos later. Let's go ahead and take another sip real quick. I had no clue what I was doing, and to be honest, I still feel like I don't know what I'm doing half the time when it comes to YouTube. Good thing is I'm actually enjoying this. It's been therapeutic. I've had some great conversations with people in the comment section, people who have reached out to me separately, people that have watched the videos, subscribers that have reached out to me, and actually have made some great friends with some friendships with some fellow YouTubers or content creators that you just get to talking, and it's been a blast. So now that we've hit 200 videos, one of the things that I was thinking about is what can we expect? Well, I wanted to start kind of doing something cool with this, so I'm going to do a couple of the following things. One of the things I wanted to do is get a better camera, get a better microphone, figure out actually how to edit some of these so the content will be a little bit better for people. My version of editing is hit the pause button while I catch my breath, and then hoping to remember to hit the pause button again while I keep talking. So for those that have watched these videos up to this point, I really appreciate it. Hopefully I'll figure out how to do the editing. Was even looking at how to do some animation, things like that, and have some fun with it. Let's go ahead and take another sip. I'm also going to get in the habit of posting the longer videos on a regular schedule. I'll be kind of talking about that later, a regular time of the week. The shorts I kind of do just whenever something strikes me, and I wanted to talk about. I've also set up a Patreon account. It's an initial setting. It's on there now. There should be a link in the description as well as the channel itself. It's going to be a simple 3-tier thing. One of the things I wanted to do was have some card sleeves. I got these custom made from Dragon Shield. I don't know if you see these whiskey, games, and nerd stuff card sleeves. This is the initial design. Yeah, it's not the best design and definitely could do with something better than what I have here, but it's what I have so far. And so if any of you are artists out there and have some cool ideas, would love to hear it. Also this was given to me as a gift. It's a whiskey, games, and nerd stuff pins. I think these are pretty cool. So these are some things I was thinking of giving out on the Patreon. I've also been giving these out now that I have them. Gonna have some t-shirts coming, play mats, all that fun stuff. So I think that'll be pretty cool. The other thing that I wanted to do is we'll set up a Discord And then each section, they'll have a topic to talk about all the different things that we tend to talk about. Obviously, there'll be a section for whiskey. There'll be a section for games, whether it's solo games, board games, computer games, card games, TCGs, and a section for just general nerd stuff or interesting things. Those that watch a lot of these videos, you see that I talk a lot about, I have a lot of articles I talk about. I'll read a book or an article that I find interesting, and I like to talk about it. So we'll have sections of that. The other thing I wanted to do, too, is have a tier for where we can host a weekly or bi-weekly game night, whether it's doing something on the Xbox or PC, or playing a game on Discord, Magic Arena, tabletop simulator, you name it. Even do some D&D. Yes, I like to DM and do a lot of campaigns. So one of the tiers I thought we could do is do a DM campaign. I've got a lot of home brews out there that I've been doing. And it would be a way for me to kind of give back and grow this. And, of course, you use a portion of, if anything comes out of the Patreon, to, go out there and get some nicer bottles of whiskeys and some cards and do some giveaways, things like that. If you have any suggestions of things that you would like to do, please, make those suggestions. Would really appreciate anybody who, if you can afford to do $1 or $3, and I think that the third tier I'll do is $10. I'd really appreciate it. I know I've got a few people that I help support via Patreon. And the only reason I would do this is I feel like I can give back to the community more than I'm going to get from it. Let's go ahead and take another sip of this. Let's move these from a fancy, dancy 200 posting celebration. I do really appreciate all those that have been on this journey with me. I invite you to see where we can go on the journey in the future. I really would love to be doing something for 5,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, and then having a conversation when we hit 400 or 500 videos. Please like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Would love to hear your comments and suggestions. And until next time, everybody, thank you and cheers.